Hi, this is Dave Mass for HolmesCountyTicket.com. Welcome to Ticket TV, driven by Village Motors. Today we're joined by West Holmes Lady Knights track coach, Rich Patterson. Rich, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Well, last season you guys had another tremendous year, and I guess all the talk should start, I think, with another regional title, something that you guys are awfully proud of.
Absolutely. Last year, the girls really stepped up at the end of the year. I couldn't be more proud of how they competed there. We scored 131 points at the district meet and then won the regionals for the second time ever at West Holmes. And I've told the girls almost everybody's back, so the target's on our back.
It is. Last year you guys kind of snuck up on people, and you told me earlier that you've already got some schools who have signified that you're the team now that they're trying to measure up to. Is that right?
Correct. Yeah, that's what a couple of coaches have talked to me already. Said their girls have said, if we can hang with West Holmes, we can hang with anybody. I mean, that's a nice tribute to our program.
It really is, yeah. And you want to work even harder to just kind of uphold that now.
Absolutely, yes.
All right, let's look at some of the returners that are coming back this year. You guys sent quite a few kids to the state tournament last year. The girls had a really successful time, pretty much all year, but like you said, at the end of the year really came on. Who's coming back that have been state qualifiers from last year?
Well, Carly Woodruff is back. She qualified in 3 events last year and was 1 place away from qualifying in 4. She'll be back leading the team. She's also qualified for two events at the indoor state meet, which is this Saturday. She'll be there. Peyton Strother was a qualifier in 2 events last year. She'll be back. Of course, long jump record holder. Carly also holds the school record in the 100 hurdles too, within the relays. Kennedy Smith was one of our relay runners, and she's had a spectacular indoor season. And I'm looking for big things outdoors from her. Elise Neville is one of our relay runners that went to state last year. She's a sophomore. Last year was the first year she ran track, so I'm looking for a big improvement from her. Kendra Martin, our senior leader, she's the lone senior back that went to state last year, and I'm looking for a big leadership year from her. And also Sierra Rose, who's been to state twice in the 60 hurdles indoors, is with our relay teams also.
Okay, and that state experience is so crucial for these kids just to get that kind of pressure and to perform at that level. But you've also got some kids coming up that probably have more than enough opportunity and chance and talent to get to that next level. Talk about some of those kids.
Absolutely. We actually have a couple freshmen, Hannah Clark and Hannah Schlegel, that ran really well last year in the middle school, and I'm looking forward to big things from them on the track this year. Alexis Candle is a junior who came out this year, was on the cross-country team, did a real good job. I'm looking for big things from her. Alexis Elliott was another distance runner that had a real good cross-country season, and she's actually expanding her role and is really working hard and doing better this year. Can't wait to see how she does. Natalie Abraham in the weight events, she's going to help us out a bunch. She just missed going to state last year, and I'm looking forward to her helping us out. Alex Brown's another one that got hurt halfway through the year, but she was running in all the relays before she got hurt, so I'm looking for big things from her also. And we've got a couple new people out you might have heard of, Emily Molnar, who's going to come out and run distance for us, and Lena Snyder, who will be probably a 400, 200 type person and doing high jump, maybe some discus.
Both of those kids just great athletes, period.
Absolutely.
These kind of guys you like to have on your team, I'm sure.
Yes, and good leaders
Doesn't hurt.
too.
Yeah, they really are. First of all, as far as Carly goes, to qualify in 4 events at state would be a marvelous thing. I mean, you just don't see that very often, do you?
It's never been done at West Holmes.
Okay. And I'm sure that's what she's gunning for this year.
Absolutely. She has it written on her wall. She's got it, all she talks about. So, yes, she's ready for it. She was really disappointed. It was a bad handoff that kept her out last year of just 1 event. And, again, she's gone to state in 2 events indoor, and that's all we ran her in, really. So, so she's chomping at the bit. Can't wait for competition.
As a coach, you love to see that.
Oh,
too.
absolutely.
I just as far as this winter, you guys have been very active in a number of off-season events. How important are those in terms of the success of the spring program?
Well, it helps in the fact that a lot of the kids that ran already have 3 or 4 meets under their belt. Okay, so when they get that first outdoor meet, it's not a big deal anymore. It's kind of business as usual, that type of thing. It's not like it used to be when you come into the season and that first meet's the big, the nerves and have to get the starts and everything and the handoffs and all that down. All that stuff's been actually done. So
they step right in, hit the ground running,
exactly.
I guess, so to speak.
That's exactly right.
Track terminology, I guess that fits in pretty good. And then just as far as your expectations this year, obviously the regional repeat is going to be huge for you guys. I know last year you had Nicole Peterman snuck in and made it onto the stand.
Yes.
Became an All-Ohioan in the 800, I think?
800, yes.
And then Grant got on. How important is that to see your kids get to state and then succeed and make those top 8 places?
We've talked about progressions, especially with this group of girls, and a lot of them went to state their freshman year, and we're just happy to be there.
Yeah.
Well, last year, Peyton made the final in the long jump. Carly was the first girl that didn't make finals in the hurdles. The relay, well, we dropped the baton, but we're competitive there. And this year, it's that next step. We're going to do that next progression, put people on the podium, be all Ohio.
Okay. All right. Well, there's the update on the Lady Knights track team this season. Should be a fantastic season for them. Get out and watch them. Support the Lady Knights as well as the Knights on the track in the arena. And until we meet again, this is Dave Mass for Holmes County Ticket. Thanks for joining us.